In 2012, when you were not in power, you called for violent protests. You even called for civil war for us to seize the country. Now you are in power. You have enriched yourself, stole public funds. You are now telling us that we should not protest so that Nigeria will become like Nepal. Hypocrites, emergency patriotic Nigeria.
I hope all of you can see what is happening in Nepal. Politicians are queuing to join helicopter to run away. I told you the power of the people is more than the power of the people in government. Some politicians, what they do, by the time we start talking, some of them, na helicopter go carry them comment. You see what they happen for Nepal right now? That is the power of the people.
Something historic is waking up in Nigeria. A new wave of resistance, fueled by the fire of recent protests in Nepal, is sending shockwaves through the corridors of power. For the first time in years, Nigeria's political elite are panicking as millions of youths prepare to take to the streets with one mission: to reclaim their nation from failed leadership and corruption. The question now is, will this awakening finally change Nigeria forever? Or will the system fight back harder than ever before? Stay tuned, because what's unfolding could shake not just Nigeria, but the entire African continent. Nepal did it and delivered their land.
Nigerians, let's act like the Nepals. Yeah, this is not funny anymore. You see our casing, it's even worse than that of the Nepals, but they backed it up with action. It's hard time we back it up with action too. Let's go out. Let's mobilize our youth. Where's our Jay-Z's? In fact, for the Nepals, it was just the Jay-Z. But this time, we, the Jay-Z and the Ancient of Days, we are going to gather and say, no, this government must stop. This partial government must stop. We are going to mobilize. We'll come out. Let's continue to act like these people. You know, we started it before and then we stopped. But this time, if we go out, we are not going to stop. Just look at what the Nepals did. Look at the way they were escaping, the government officials. Who is stopping us from doing the same thing? In fact, what is stopping us from doing the same thing? What we are living is this life. Is this life? We cannot eat 3 times a day. No job. In fact, everything is going down. Is this like, are we really living like... You see, my body is hurting. With the way I'm talking, it's obvious that my body is just hot. I have lots of words in my head. I don't even know the one to say first or the one to say second, but all I know, and the only thing that is very clear in my brain is that Nigerians, if we don't start acting like the Nepals, if we don't start taking actions, if we don't start saying, yes, let's hold the bull by the horn, let's call a spade, our country is not going to change. And very soon, we will come out as the #1 most corrupt country in the world because we didn't do anything about it. You see those countries that are enjoying today, they work hard for it. In fact, you see this thing I'm asking the Jay-Z's to do, it's supposed to be done long ago, but our grandfather refused to do it. Our fathers refused to do it. Are we also going to leave it for our children? See, if you don't do this thing, now your children will come and do it, or your grandchildren will do it. So it's better you do this thing now. Nigerians, let's stop going abroad. Let's stop changing countries. Let's fight and stand for our country. We can do it. Nigeria, Jay-Z, and Ancient of Days. Together we can make our country better.
This is AfriPlus News. Remember to like, share, and subscribe as we continue to bring you in-depth analysis on developing issues across Africa. Nigeria is entering what many observers describe as a wave of political awakening. Recent revelations and online debates have raised sensitive questions about the country's leadership, with allegations resurfacing regarding President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's past legal entanglements in the United States. Reports circulating online claim that the president allegedly spent millions of dollars to suppress information about a drug-related case abroad. While the Nigerian government has not issued a transparent clarification on this matter, the controversy has intensified public scrutiny.
How can investors come with this kind of thing, Mr. Guru? Are you aware that this thing has gone viral all over the world? A sitting president of Nigeria, telling the whole world not to reveal his criminal records. What does that tell you? Mr. Okoro, can you do business with such a president when he comes to you and say, come and invest in my country? Can you? You can see the person demarketing Nigeria. You can see the person refusing investors to come into Nigeria, Mr. Okoro. Do you even know what is going on here? This man, he paid money. Somebody from US said that over $2 million is involved in this thing, just to stop somebody's record from being reviewed. If Mr. Tinubu have a very good record, Mr. Okoro, will he be going through this route? And that is the same man who is ruling Nigeria. It's not only the FBI, I hope you know. Yes, DEA is involved, Drug Enforcement Agency. You can see the kind of character that is presiding over our affairs in Nigeria, Mr. Okoro. Have you seen why things are not moving? Have you seen why Nigeria is where it is now? How can such a character represent good governance? Just tell me, how? Can you put something on nothing? No, can you put something on nothing and expect it to stand? Eh? The whole world should come to the aid of Nigeria. We are in a very big trouble in the hands of Tinubu. He has dealt with us in a manner unprecedented in the history of this country. Everything that is bad, everything that is obnoxious, everything that is illegal is what that man represents. Yet he is presiding over our affairs. How can we move forward? How can Nigeria survive in the hands of a man like that? Please, somebody should tell me. Is it possible? Can Nigeria ever get it right under Tinubu? Look at how much effort is wasting. Trying to stop that record. How many times now? Since 2023.
This issue gained further traction when activist Omoyele Sowore shared a post that reportedly highlighted the president's alleged legal troubles. Instead of pursuing a court process to challenge the claims, reports suggest that authorities pressured him to delete the post. This move has raised an even bigger question in the public square. If the allegations are false, why not allow the courts to address the matter? Why silence the debate rather than clarify it with evidence?
Like, for real, this government is very funny, seriously. Okay, let's look at it now. Somebody has made a bold statement, standing by it. That is to say, he has evidence to prove that. He can defend his statement. So what I'm actually expecting the government to do is, the courts are there. The courts are there. What I'm expecting is, take him to court now. If he can't prove that, the court will now mandate him, first of all, to drop it and even tender an apology and possibly even prosecution with jail. But why these corners? First of all, contacting Twitter, telling them to drop his handle. Now again, a message train telling him to retract that. They say a clear conscience fears no accusation. So let's assume this is an accusation or an allegation or even a defamatory statement. So what I'm expecting is, take him to court. Take him to court to prove what he said, if it's true or not true. If it's defamatory, you have enacted Cyber Crime Act and everything. Why not use it? Or is there something you are actually scared of? So it's very funny, actually. Are we really acting as if we're a country with the judiciary fully in place?
Against this backdrop, Nigerian youths are mobilizing for a nationwide protest under the banner End Bad Governance. The protest, according to organizers, is not just about allegations against the president, but also about widespread dissatisfaction with corruption, unemployment, poor governance, and the lack of accountability. The anger reflects a generation that feels betrayed by repeated cycles of unfulfilled promises. As momentum builds online, analysts are asking whether this protest could mark a turning point in Nigerian politics.
Can trigger people. The hard things already happened. Soldiers are being massacred and nothing is happening. So if you're expecting anyone to come to your aid, to listen to what you're saying on social media or your peaceful protest that you may be doing, just nobody's going to listen to you. Now, if protest breaks out in this country again, everybody expects something that happened in Lekki Toll Gate on October 2020 happen again. But then there is something that happened in that protest that may not happen again. That's the protest stopped. But this one, I'm expecting the protest to increase even more. If you don't do it, you will die anyways. Anytime.
Will it remain a digital campaign, or could it evolve into a physical movement across the streets of major cities? And more importantly, how will the government respond, through dialogue and transparency or through suppression? This is a developing story, and AfroPlus News will continue to monitor it closely. What do you think about the allegations surrounding Nigeria's president and the government's handling of public criticism? Do you believe the End Bad Governance protest will change anything? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. For more analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe to AfriPlus News, support us through channel membership, and consider using the Super Thanks button to help us grow. Disclaimer: this analysis is based on public allegations, media reports, and ongoing conversations online. AfriPlus News does not make judgments on guilt or innocence, but provides balanced reporting for public awareness and critical thinking.